3-0 is the scoreline so far overall in this match, and perfect start there for Singapore, who will be up against the Netherlands tomorrow. Adrian played pretty well in that mixed doubles game in partnership with Derrick. They're a decent pair. They have reached world rankings of 25, currently 36th in the world right now. And up against a partnership here that's pretty much untried and untested, a very new pairing in Chayut, Triyachart and Liu. So this could be the best hope they have, the Canadians, of actually winning, getting a point on the board. Albeit it won't help their cause to win the overall match, but it would certainly help in terms of boosting morale. There is the Canadian pair of Lee and Derrick. Best pairs from the Pan American continent. Toss of the coin to decide who's going to have what end or who's going to start serving. Makes his notes and soon be underway. Derrick, who goes by the nicknames of either D-Rock or Beaver. Don't ask me why, but apparently that is what he's known. He's actually he took up playing full-time badminton after quitting his job as an electrician, but he still plays the circuit. And up against Chayut, Triyachart and Liu, who I say have been put together for this, pretty much for this event, by the Singaporean team. Hendry and Hendra, probably the best known of the men's doubles pair for Singapore. Won a medal at the Commonwealth Games. They are deemed not fit enough to be here. Hendry's had a bit of an injury. So we're seeing Triyachart here, who we've already seen up alongside Liu, who normally plays men's doubles with Terry Zhao. They are in the top 50 of the world, but Terry's in the squad, but they've gone with this pairing, which is an interesting choice by the team.
Yeah, there must be reasons for it, you know.
I tried to ask the questions, but they weren't forthcoming.
They didn't give you an answer. No, there are reasons for that. Obviously not for us to know, and you know, that's just what it's like to play team events. You know, you have things that you don't want anyone to know about, and that's about it.
Sure. Well, Derrick, as I said, former electrician, who we talked about families earlier. His brother is also a professional badminton player, Terry. These are the national Canadian champions, and they've made their mark on the international stage as well. And given the fact this is a new Singaporean combination, and given the fact that these are two Canadians that have been as high as 25th in the world, then, as I say, if they are going to get a point on the board, this is it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for sure. The ladies' doubles looks a bit tricky, seen from the Canadian point of view. So yes, they're already 3-0 down, and I would say it's got to be the men's doubles if they're going to get a point.
Liu, 27-year-old, the 23-year-old, the Canadian pair. Triyachart Chayut, who's already had success in the mixed doubles.
Yeah, we saw him as a very hard-hitting player, and obviously coming into the men's doubles here, we will see that a lot more.
Represented by Chayut, Triyachart,
Chen, our umpire.
On my left, Canada, Represented by Adrian Liu, Derrick. Singapore to serve. Chayut to serve to Adrian. Love ball. Play. One love.
Well, I think I'm right in saying I don't think Canada have led in any game at any point.
No. No, you might be right.
Yeah, I mean,
You might.
it's so demoralising. They keep starting matches like this. 3-love again.
Yeah. That's.
Make that 4.
Don't make it
4
5.
love.
4-1.
Service over. 1-4.
That's.
Service over. 5-1. Service over. 2-5.
And here we
Service
see,
over.
especially in the doubles,
2.
or the flat play and the flat attacking lifts and all that. The Canadian pair really have to watch out in this game because they're playing with the drift, and what we saw here was that it was going out on the baseline just before. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Good attacking play.
Service over. 3-6.
With the winning smash.
So far, it looks like the Canadian team is actually more interested in being aggressive, and maybe they can pick up from the score 3-6 down.
Service over. 7-3.
That was good.
Over.
Yeah.
Gave himself a little
7.
disconsolate pat on the head there, didn't he?
Yeah. Not happy with his decision.
Happy with that one.
Service over. 8-4.
It's like another interval, another Singaporean commanding
Lead.
position.
4.
9-4. See if the Canadian pair can get to 7. I think that they've done the best.
I think it's going to happen.
4.
Real power
Service
behind
over.
that, wasn't there?
5-10. Service over.
Well, 5 points they managed to chalk
11-5
up
interval.
to Singapore's 11.
I don't know if you noticed what he was doing after winning this shot at the net. He was sort of tossing the racket around in his hand in a very special way, turning it around his wrist and so on. Quite impressive. That's a little circus trick.
His party trick there.
Yeah.
Well, Ling and Lee here.
Hold 1, 20 seconds.
You
Hold
with,
1, 20 seconds.
it all to do really to try get themselves back on track. As I say, on paper, it seemed Canada's best
11,
hope,
5,
but the reality
3.
so far has been that this pretty new pair of Chayut and Lee have
Service over.
been pretty impressive.
5, 11. Service over. 12, 6.
He was asking for that one.
Service over.
Really
7,
poor shot from
12.
the net, and then the cross-court attack. And as I say, he was asking for it. That's good. Good angle.
8, 12.
Get themselves back into a stride here, Canada.
Nine,
US
12.
Hung.
12.
Good flick serve.
4 points in a
10.
row now.
12.
Oh,
Service over.
critical, wasn't it?
13,
It was.
10. Service over. 11, 13.
Oh, the Canadian pair is really picking up
12,
now.
13.
Very aggressive playing.
It's a different game, isn't it?
That's
Service
where the
over.
weakness is in the Canadian
14,
pair. It's on the
12.
defensive side. As soon as they get initiative and they can attack, then they have a good chance.
Singapore stay ahead. The lead now just 2 points though. Make that one.
Service over. 13, 14.
Well, they go back on level
14,
terms.
Oh,
Come on, can they take the lead? Can they go on and take the game?
oh.
Didn't get the lead
Service over.
this time.
Not this
15,
time.
14.
That's
Service over. 15, oh.
It's out
Here
as
it
well.
comes. 16,
16, 15.
15.
There
So
you go.
Canada is in the lead.
For the first time today. For the first time in the Sudirman Cup.
Service over. 16, oh. Service over. 17, 16.
That's a good return. Very
Service
quick
over.
at the net there.
17, oh.
A lucky shot.
Service over. 18, 17. Oh. Service over. 18.
When you saw
oh.
before the Canadian team winning four rallies in a row, getting 4 points, you see how difficult it is to serve. It's
over.
always kind of
19,
going against the
18.
server the whole time. The points are swapping back and forth. So winning 4 points in a row is really an achievement. And that's what set them up
for
coming
these
back
game
in,
points.
coming back into this match. That was actually those 4 points in a row.
Wow. Canada on the verge here of the game, and they've taken it. Liu and Ung
First game won by
take
Canada.
the first game.
21-18.
21-18. And the world pair, number 36, have the advantage. Now can they push on from here? They were very much down in this opening game, particularly early on.
Chayut, you see?
They took it from a position of 12-6, 10-5 to
12-10, 10-12. And then from there they made it.
yeah. Impressive display from the two Canadians.
Yeah, there's not much to read from there. It's very even. But again, it's interesting to see that the flick serve, the high serve, is really not in play. It's all low services, and even though we saw earlier in one of the matches that you can get faulted for moving too early, I still think that there are lots of opportunities where you can kind of jump the serve, as we call it, and say if you can get there really early and score some winners, that's one of the keys to winning.
Second game, level
Well,
3.
Singapore for once have it all to do.
Stop. 1 love.
That's really well played, but when he got that one back, he was attacked on his body on that return of serve, and he got it really flat back. And he again, and he's moving in at the net playing so well. That's great. Not only the way that he played the flat shot back, he got a good angle to it and he moved in. There, that's the one, he's moving in. It's really well.
Derrick showing why he turned his back on being an electrician to turn into badminton.
1-3.
I suppose you could always go back to doing the electrician part of things in years to come.
Yeah. Sure you don't forget things like that.
You always need an electrician, don't you?
Always.
But look at this badminton that these two are playing now.
4-1.
I mean, over the last 15, 20 points, the Singaporean pair have hardly picked up a point, have they, really?
They're under pressure.
Service over. 2-4.
The flick serve, very effective, as you can see, setting up the attack.
3-4. Service over. 5-3.
Too many mistakes from Liu now from the Singaporean pair.
There's a hole in my racket.
Yeah, looking up in the lights, that's what they normally would do on this occasion.
How did that get through?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
But again, I think he made a very good choice. He was going forward in his defence. He was really playing it aggressively. He obviously, as you can see, he missed it. But I think the general idea was really good.
Five, 6.
play,
7,
really fast.
6.
Good play.
Eight, 6.
Oh, good follow up.
They've just turned it up a notch, haven't they, in the last few minutes here, the Singapore duo.
Just after we complained. So they must have been hearing us.
Yeah.
No, complained is the wrong word. We're just merely saying that they've been they can play a lot faster, as what we can see now. The Singaporean pair, they can play a lot more aggressive, and if they want to do that and really
10,
push it, I
6.
think they have a good chance of winning. The weakness of the Canadian pair is that is the one that's seeking the net the whole time. They play a quite traditional men's doubles. Adrian is the one that likes to stand back using his smash, so he's not really closing
7,
down the net,
10.
which means that you can always block to his side, and it will be very difficult for Ng to get into it.
Yeah.
So they play a little bit more traditional men's doubles.
Service ball call.
And yet another
Service
service
over.
fault.
11-7 interval.
Frustrating way to go to the interval there for the Canadian pair, but
But imagine losing a match on it.
absolutely, yeah, it happens.
It happens a lot. I still remember when the days when we went from the old scoring system where you had to serve to get a point.
Yeah, you could only win on your
On your own serve, and then suddenly it was like 2018 or something really tight and close and all that, and you were serving, and suddenly you were losing the right things. We just got a little on the match on your own serve, and it was so difficult to comprehend.
20 seconds.
Lift high,
Hold
defend,
one.
okay?
20 seconds. Okay, please.
So took a little while before we got used to it.
Yeah, I think it's been. Do you think it's been a positive
11-7.
I think
Great.
so. I think badminton has become more aggressive than it was before. I think especially the singles has
Service over.
benefited a lot from it.
8,
Singles has
11.
benefited. I'm still doubtful in the doubles. In the doubles, it's all about the serve now, and serve and return, and that third shot, as we so
Service
often
over.
talk about, is crucial.
12,
If you're good at those 3 first shots, you play a very good men's doubles.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the athletes and
And in terms of singles, I think the scoring system possibly have taken a little bit of the tactics out of the game.
service over.
4号场
9,
第4场女子双打比赛，由来自捷克的露西·哈弗洛娃和阿尔贝塔·巴索娃对阵来自冰岛的莫妮卡·法凡多娃和亚娜·基辛洛娃。
Stop.
It's down there. It's on the floor.
Service over. 13,
On court
9.
number 4, we have the Lucy Pavlova and Alberta Basova
Derrick Wong's
from Czech Republic
back in
versus
his
Monica
civilian
Kazanova
outfit.
and Gina Sintilova from Slovak.
本场比赛裁判员
The centre from
来自法国，八
Service
球裁
over.
判员
10,
焦玉娥来自中国。
The umpire is Xiao Howard from France, and the third flag is Xiao Yu from China.
Eleven, 13.
enjoying it now, and why shouldn't they?
No, it's interesting to see Adrian in the Canadian pair there. Normally he would be standing back, but he actually moved up, even though he was blocking the smash, and set it up in a way, because he was forcing the Singaporean player to play another shot than the next shot, and then suddenly he made the mistake.
Service over. 14, 11. Oh! 15, 11.
观众朋友们，5号场地即将进行第5场女子双打比赛，有请裁判员、运动员入场。
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the athletes and technical officials come up onto the court number 5.
5号场地第5场女子双打比赛，由来自菲律宾的河马
Oh yeah,
塔斯
that's
杜略
really well played. It's unlucky it's going out on the baseline.
对阵来自塞舌尔的阿里森
And
塔
that could
里
be
耶。
a crucial point, you know, rather 13-15 now it's 16-12, so it makes a big difference.
And Maria
He almost played it to perfection.
versus
Short serve.
Alison
Service over.
Thomas and
13-16.
from official.
本场比赛裁判员高善来自中国，发球裁判员蔡丰杰来自中国。
13.
The umpire is Zhao Shan from China, and the service judge
Service
is
over.
Tai
14,
from
17.
China.
Fifteen, 17.
That's ambitious to try to take that one,
Service over.
观众朋友们，
especially when
2
it's
号
this
场
tight,
地即将进行
15-17.
第3场
It's
男
a
子
big
双
chance
打
to
比
take.
赛，
I would
有
have
请裁判员、运动
opted
员入
otherwise, I would
场。
say.
Yeah, maybe not
Ladies
the
and
heart of the
gentlemen,
game with
let's
a
welcome the athletes
to
and
gamble
technical
like that.
officials come up onto the court number 2.
This is something you can do when
2
you're
号场
comfortably
地
ahead.
第3
Take a
场男
chance
子
now and
双
again.
打比赛，由来自荷兰的尤里克·德鲁克和戴尔科布克鲁斯对阵来自美国的吴俊明和白泽豪。
On court number 2, we have the
Call in.
Derrick
Service over.
and
Yeah, it's questioning that. I thought that was right on the line.
Netherlands versus Tony Wu and Howard
felt
H.
that was,
from American.
The wrong call.
本场比赛裁判员麦克怀特来自英格兰，发球裁判员刘刚来自中国。
The umpire is Mike White from England, and the service judge is Liu Gang from China.
He tried again. It's a very risky player.
Service
This
over. 20.
Derrick,
Game point.
he
17.
really takes a lot of chances.
This error means it's game points for Singapore to try and tie it up at 1-1. Both went for that one.
Yes.
Didn't get away with it.
Service over. 18, 20. Game.
Oh, makes it 1-1.
Second game won by Singapore. 21-18. One game all.
So we're left to a decider. 21-18 in both games. Canada's way first up. Singapore's in the second.
Yes, sir. Adrian, push. You see?
Quite fast, so don't make mistake. Okay, then two of you, your service. No need to rush, no need to rush. Okay, because service, you think first about your plan. Okay, and then your plan, careful. Yeah. Normally if you step up a bit low, just clear, just tell the clear.
The
Don't force
women's
me.
doubles will be the one to follow this. Some really good doubles play though in this encounter.
Final game, level, play.
4 overhead winners for the Singaporean pair in that last
Service
game.
over. 1 love. Two love. Service over. 1, 2. Service over. 3, 1. Service over. 2, 3. Three, oh.
Yeah, good follow in there.
Service over. 4, 3. Service over. 4, oh.
Through the legs.
Service over. 5,
Very short lift though.
4.
Not many chances to pick that one up.
No.
6, 4. Service over. 5, 6.
Pressure there, just trying to get a little too cutely there.
Service over. 7, 5. Four. Service over. 6, 7. Service over. 8, 6.
Too ambitious.
Service over.
Too ambitious.
7,
Probably the right shots
8.
and all that, but it's a very difficult shot to play from that situation. I think Adrian is playing better in his defense now. I think in the beginning he was playing a little bit too many mistakes on his defensive shots, where now it's just getting better. Good shot here again.
Service over. 9, 8.
Good block again there. And a lucky shot.
10, 8.
That could probably have gone out on the
Service
baseline.
over.
It's
9,
still
10.
trying to get it back.
Well, after seeing all
Service
these
over. 11, 9, interval. Change
one-sided affairs, it's nice to see a close contest like this.
Yeah. Very much so. I think it's a good game. It's very aggressive. Lots of pace, power into it. They take a million chances, to be honest, and some are paying off and some are not.
Just got to make sure our base is up and we're ready for that. Ready for that. Like the next one, you're ready for it. Hit it first, absolutely. And then when you do hit that straight one that's tight, you're looking to go forward and either own that net if they play back or guard that next one. Very important that when we're attacking, we attack the right spots. It's not always about how hard we hit it, it's hitting inside, so we're setting up our guys, okay? Let's go. Work for each other, boys. Come on.
The Canadians hoping they can maintain this advantage and give themselves a little bit of something to sing about come the end of this match. I'm not happy with the positioning of the box that was their rackets. We got the wrong server as well.
11 now.
Took a while before we got going. It's a clever shot, taking the pace off what Adrian did here. And that's not a winner. Too flat, too short, too slow, everything across the court.
Let's tighten them up again.
Service over. 13, 11.
That's good. Closing the net down. Not giving opportunity to play that net. That's really well.
13.
Out, yes.
Service over. 14, 12.
Brute force from Chayut there.
Yeah.
Service over. 13,
Elected to go straight as well, I think was a good choice.
Service call. Service over.
Put away anyway, but the fault was called.
15, 13.
Relatively easy considering all the other good shots he played.
Service over. 16, 14. Come on, 14.
They're closing in here, Canada. Sure, these boys would love to pull this victory off. Albeit against a pretty untried new pairing that they put out in the men's doubles here, Singapore. Maybe just trying a combination.
16, 17.
See how it works, but maybe it's not going to work out. Just a point in it though.
Oh.
So the Canadian pair lost 3 points here. They sort of, it's all about what we call dare to win. And I think they're holding back a little bit now. It's like, oh, are we going to go for this attack or not? That was better, good return. More positive play here.
18, 17.
make or break that shot.
It broke.
Good shouts.
观众朋友们，3号场即将进行第5场女子双打比赛，有请裁判员、运动员入场。
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the athletes and technical officials to come up onto the court number 3.
So, all square, 19 all.
3号场地第5场女子双打比
So
赛，
close yet
由
so
来自
far,
伊
isn't
朗
it?
产的阿奇尼·穆蒂安萨拉和萨曼提克·维拉辛格对阵来自冰岛的朗格纳·伊格罗斯托提和蒂娜·赫尔多加蒂。
It's a good rally.
And here we come. No, did not get that one down.
Another chance. Hanging in here, the Canadians.
From Sri Lanka versus
Now they can go on the attack. Oh, that's a good lift. Oh, it's Canada with match point.
本场比赛裁判员黄伟记来自中国香港，发球裁判员王琦来自中国。
There
you go. The nerve, the pressure.
From Hong Kong, China, and the
The
service
boom
judge
serve.
is Wang Ying from China.
Saved by smash from Triyachart. Someone has to now win by 2 clear points. And now it's match point for Singapore.
21-20.
Lee this time putting it away. Free allowing the change. Well, that was a brave attempt from the Canada twosome, but Singapore come through again. 22-20 in the deciding game. Chayut, Triyachart and Li Yui take the match to make it 4-0 overall.
18-21, 21-18, 22-20.
But that was more of a contest, wasn't it, Morton?
It was a good match. Lots of fireworks, and it was very entertaining to watch, I think. So good we had this match in the overall tie, I think. So I know we've been talking a little bit about the ladies doubles coming up now, but chances are that the Singaporean pair is very dominant.
Indeed, but 21-18, 18, 21, 22, 20 in the end. They take it in that final game. Canada starting nervously. Singaporeans were off to a flyer, weren't they? 21-18, they took the first game, but Canada hit back 21-18 of their own in the second, and they had match point in that third and decisive game. They couldn't take it. Singapore could. And one rubber still to play. Come back there, you have to say, from Triyachart and Li Yui. It was pretty even throughout, wasn't it? As the stats bear out. So last up, it's the women's doubles. Michelle Lee and Alex Bruce. up against Sarah Shintamulia and Yao Lei. As I mentioned already, this is the only match that's here that's had any previous. These 4 ladies met at the Canada Open last July, Singapore pair winning. But Michelle Lee and Alex Bruce have been on a terrific run in 2011, up to 35 in the world rankings. They won the Peru International last month. They've already won as well in Romania as well in March. And